Okay, today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S3. As you can see, it's got the info on the back. It's a quad-core 1.4 gigahertz processor. So it's available in white or pebble blue. And there it is. So it's 4.8-inch Super AMOLED screen, so it's bigger than the S2. It feels pretty nice in the hand. It's got a slightly kind of plasticky back to it. So what else have we got? We've got the quick start guide. Get it open, you of course get your USB cable to get started. You've got a little pair of white earbuds. You've got the little buds for the earphones too. And a little power supply, although it's a European one, but I'm sure we can figure that one out. And that's everything you get in the box. First of all, we're going to take off the back and slide in the SIM card. So the back just peels off pretty easily, carefully. As you can see, it is a bit flimsy, but once on it does have a nice kind of premium finish to it. So we can see we've got the battery. It's a 2100 milliamp battery, and it's obviously removable, so you can replace it, which is a good thing, unlike the One X. You can see the SIM card slot, which is just a mini SIMs size, same as the iPhone. There's a micro SD slot, which can take up to a 64 gig micro SD card. And obviously up here we've got the speaker, the camera, and then the little flash you can see there as well. So it just clicks back into place and feels pretty solid. So you turn it on, there's just a power button on the side here. So on the front we have the front-facing camera lens, and then we have two little sensors here, which is a proximity and a light sensor. Obviously the speaker for calls, and then buried in here there's a little LED indicator. So if we just get started, just follow the screen prompts as with most phones. So we can set the date and time automatically because it's picked up a network. So it's prompting you to sign into the Samsung account, but we'll skip this for now. And then Gmail is the second option, or a Google account, so I'll just sign in as me. Like most Android phones, it's offering you to back up all your important details to your Google account if you want to, so we'll just leave that ticked. And now, because we've signed into a Google account, it'll obviously check the apps we've previously downloaded and so on and get that onto the phone. Okay, so like HTC, Samsung have signed a deal with Dropbox, which is a cloud storage service. And if you register your phone, you can get free 50 gig of Dropbox storage for 2 years. So that's nice. So as with most phones, it gives you a little help just getting to grips with it. So it's showing me that I can swipe left and right between home screens, which is obviously pretty standard. And also that the notification bar pulls down from the top, which again is pretty normal for Android phones. The apps button is there, is going to be bottom right, and away we go. So because I signed into Google, it's already trying to download all my favourite apps like TubeMap and Temple Run. And then you've got a swipe screen to unlock, so you don't need any sort of pattern or PIN number, it's just a swipe across the screen. On the other side of the phone you've got the volume controls, just there, left and right. So you've got the menu button just bottom left, so the light comes on when you press it. That gives you access to the settings. Or you have a back button, which takes you back to where you were. So again, if you go into apps and press that back, it takes you back to the home page. So one of the most exciting things about the Galaxy S3 is S-Voice, which is Samsung's answer to Siri, frankly, which allows you to do all sorts of things via voice communication, from basic commands like turning your Wi-Fi on to making calls just by holding up the phone and speaking into it, or updating Twitter or setting alarms, all that sort of thing. Another cool new feature is Music Hub, which is Samsung's answer to Spotify, if you like. You can sign up to a monthly plan to stream music. So it's I think it's $9.99 a month, again for unlimited streaming. and also they have an iTunes Match style cloud service, which means you can upload your own tunes to the cloud and then access them wherever you are. Also a first for Android phones is Flipboard, which is a very popular iOS app, and it's debuted on Android on the Samsung Galaxy S3. So that's a kind of news aggregation site, a really neat way of browsing through news and Twitter feeds and Facebook accounts. So we're going to be doing a full review of the Samsung Galaxy S3, of course, and one of the main phones that we'll be putting it up against is of course the HTC One X, which I have here. And it's just interesting to see quite how, apart from the time being wrong, quite how similar the two phones are in terms of size. They're very similar weight, literally a couple of grams between them. That's not by my hand, it's from the specs. And you can see they're very similar in terms of depth, height, a lot. The Galaxy S has a marginally bigger screen, but very similar dimensions. Both quad-core phones. So it's going to be interesting to see how the two perform. So that's the Samsung Galaxy S3, just a quick look at everything you get in the box and a few features, and we'll look forward to bringing you the full review very soon.